This month is a fresh start where you will be seeing things more clearly. You may have noticed a lot of confusion, and there have already been lots of things that have been blossoming and beginning new already, where maybe you've experienced some severe transitions and transformations recently. That's a good thing, where that which has taken place, the things that have started to transform, are going to actually flourish, come to fruition, and embody this month. Now, we're also coming out of a Mercury retrograde, which speaks to the confusion. There may have been things that didn't really make sense, or perhaps were coming to your awareness and not really fitting in place, causing confusion, causing some type of chaos, and more so a need to transform. So whatever has surfaced is going to actually be able to fit in place now. Mercury goes direct towards the middle of the month, so it's also important and very intelligent. It's a smart thing to do to not make major decisions and to sign any contracts, to do any things that are set in stone until after that time. So let for the confusion, the misunderstandings, the wanting to clarify, the desire to clarify, let this cultivate until you feel fully set and confirmed in your clarity. There's no need to rush. We're here on earth to experience and to enjoy, so we don't need to rush, push things prematurely. It's actually medicine to be a part of the process and to not need to push something before it's ready. So let it be confusing, let it be unclear, accept it, allow it, and even try to find some beauty in that space. Doesn't fucking make sense at all whatsoever. However, there's something beautiful that I can find here and that I can see within myself or develop more within myself because I'm in this space. And upon doing that, that is your golden ticket. That acceptance actually allows for you to, again, receive the clarity. That's what will actually help you to understand what is best for you, is by being in the confusion, and rather than trying to pull yourself out, put yourself somewhere where you're not, you instead allow yourself to actually be where you're at, and you can see the different dynamics, the different angles, perspectives, and thus have a clarity to move forward with and into. And really, this goes for all Mercury retrogrades, where we often are like, oh no, it's Mercury retrograde. However, this is a beautiful time. I actually love Mercury retrogrades. I've mentioned this before. I was born during a Mercury retrograde, so I actually kind of rebirth and flourish during these times, where it's not that I am really confused or I'm like okay with the confusion. I'm okay with being late, I'm like okay with those things. Maybe look and see if Mercury was direct or retrograde when you were born, and it may make sense for some things for you too. And you may experience Mercury retrograde differently because of it as well. But regardless of if you were born during this time or not, Mercury retrograde is the time to let the new understandings, the clarity come to you, for the blossoms to actually take place. Because part of the plant becoming a flower, it requires darkness as well. It can't be in the light at all times. So we need times to retreat, to go back into ourselves and to receive a greater understanding in that space. So honor the energy of Mercury retrograde and cherish it, appreciate it. Let it reveal its medicine to you. Something only becomes painful if you fight it, but if you invite it, it actually softens and it lessens the confusion or the resistance, the tension caused from the resistance. And now obviously there are some things where we need resistance and we should have a resistance towards it. But in terms of the things that are actually good for you and help you to evolve by softening your resistance and the tension, then you can actually again receive the medicine from it. And on top of this beautiful clarity, there's also going to be a lot of extra forward momentum energy, where you will feel more supported and propelled to take forward action. The things that you've been working on, you're going to see them start to come to fruition. With this too, a certain understanding with something that you're creating. Maybe it's the partner that you're creating with. Maybe it's the way that you are creating it. Maybe it's your role and your job within that project or creation. Or maybe it's that you receive more help and support with your creations. Something is going to shift and take a forward energy and transform itself. There will be a necessary action that you get to take in this space. So be aware of that. When you feel called to take aligned action, definitely do so. Definitely do so, because again, the universe is supporting you in this space. So you want to take action after the middle of the month, around after the 10th. From that space, you want to take aligned action, because once you do, you'll notice everything just aligning for you perfectly. And a lot of that has to do with that which was being created and curated previously in the Mercury retrograde. One of the major things about the Mercury retrograde and this perspective, this clarity, this understanding that is coming to light is to learn a lesson of not judging, of non-judgment, of being accepting, being heart open, being forgiving. There's going to be a lesson and understanding that comes through where you're like, okay, I cannot be judging. I cannot be judging. And whether that's judgment towards yourself or towards another person, there is something that is going to be clarifying to where you no longer want to judge. And for others too, know that this is going to be a collective understanding. Others are also going to experience a softening and a grace around their judgment and their external projections. And of course, this will be very good because it'll make people more loving and more heart-opening. And already this is happening around the season of the holidays and even just the new energy that's coming through. People are craving this love and this connection. So be more heart-open and notice that others are more heart-open too. And one of my favorite things about this month is the energy of comfortability, where people are just feeling more comfortable and more accepting within themselves, within their expression. There's going to be more humor, more laughter, more freedom of expression. It's kind of like that phase where we've all collectively gone through so much recently and also had a period of healing afterwards, where now people are really ready to rise in their light. We are here to do this here and now. There's no time to waste. It's time to be who we fully truly are. So soak in this comfortability and also try it out. Maybe it is that you do something that is a little scary or a little out of your comfort zone, but you know is going to lead you to what you want to create, to embody who and what you actually truly are. Your goals, your dreams. Do something to propel yourself and to see yourself in this energy. You will notice yourself a lot more comfortable, more fluid, more graceful, and more enjoying of the experience because of it. This is really truly everything. If we are to do everything in an energy where we are enjoying and already at peace, in peace and presence, connection within our body, then we experience enjoyment with everything. We experience joy, happiness, alignment, satiation, and fulfillment from everything from that space. So focus on that and channel that energy of comfortability, of grace, of acceptance, and natural, raw, comfortable, authentic expression. You will be supported in doing so. And this is, again, a very beautiful energy. This is going to be a great year. 2024 is going to be a super potent and powerful year for personal embodiment. So we've had dreams and we've had goals along the years, and this is really cool. This is like the whole picture is coming to fruition. It's like going from a black and white photo to a colored photo of all the colors, a rainbow photo, super vibrant. It's like going from like 3D to like 5D, or like even like skipping the 4D. It's like a whole different frequency entirely. So get excited, be excited, and again, accept this. Allow your heart to be open, to be trusting, to be hopeful, and non-judgmental. Let for things to develop and to show their full selves before you judge or project or try to identify something. Allow for things to evolve and to transform. You will be continually, presently surprised. And so it is. As always, I'm sending you so much love for this month, and again, Happy New Year! According to the Gregorian calendar, we still celebrate it, and yeah, even with that imprinted energy of celebrating the new year on this specific time, according to the Gregorian calendar, where January 1st is the new year, because so many people have celebrated it and imprinted it with that exciting energy, it is a celebration. It is a portal. We have imprinted energy to create the portal. So celebrating what is, utilizing this energy, and channeling it accordingly. Infinite blessings always. I'm sending you so much love, and I'm curious, what is your word for the new year? What are you feeling? I feel like this year my word is effortless, embodiment, and alignment. And I know that's 3 words, so you can use 3 words if you want to. But if we can't use 3 words, then I would just take the spaces out and I would make that all 1 word. And it would be like light language, but it would just be like, we know the real meaning, you know, and that light language is translatable, you know. So anyways, infinite blessings, sending you love always. Namaste.